So I'm starting by taking my Masquerade Mini by Juvia'S palette, and I'm taking the shade Burkina and putting that all over my crease. Next I'm taking Zulu in the same palette, and I'm also adding that in my outer corner just to deepen it a little bit. I'm then taking Ada in that palette, and that's a slightly even darker color, so I'm adding that also to my outer corner to darken it up a little bit. Next, I'm taking the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer in the shade number 2 Light, and I'm taking a small flat brush and I'm using that to cut my crease. Once I cut my crease, I'm going back to the Masquerade palette and taking Dahlia, which is a shimmery color, and applying that all over where I put the concealer. I then go back in with Ada just to deepen up the crease again and make the definition a little stronger between my crease and my lid shade. I then did my wing liner off camera with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and then I primed my face with the Hard Candy Sheer and Pore Defense Primer Serum. For foundation, I took the Collab Bright Spark Radiant Foundation in the shade number 6 Honey, and you can find this foundation at Sally's. I first blend out my foundation using a brush, but then I go in with a little damp sponge just to make sure that there's no brush marks or any mist spots on my face. I'm taking the Collab concealer in the shade Honey Almond, and I'm applying that under my eyes, on my forehead, and around my mouth. I'm then just applying glue to my lashes so that they can dry a little bit while I'm blending out my concealer. To cream contour a little bit, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast, and I'm applying that where I would regularly contour and blending it out with a brush. I'm then taking Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I'm using that with a damp sponge to set under my eyes, my smile lines, and my forehead lines, as well as my nose, but I don't set my whole face because I do have dry skin. For bronzer, I'm taking my Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer with a pretty fluffy brush and just adding that where I contoured to set that contour. For blush, I'm taking my Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Luminoso and just adding a little bit of that to my cheeks. And I'm going in with mascara with the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. my highlight, I start with the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade 10 Be My Highlight, and I go in with a big brush first with that. I'm then taking my next strobe of Genius Illuminating Palette, and I'm taking a slightly smaller brush and just adding this right at the very tops of my cheeks and my nose. I also go over my highlight with a damp sponge just so the powder blends into my skin and it looks a lot less powdery this way. I'm taking the lightest color in that next palette and using that as my inner corner highlight as well as my brow bone highlight. Going back into that Masquerade palette, I'm taking Ada again and just applying that on my lower lash line. For lips, I'm taking the Palladio and Casey Holmes collab. The logo is all rubbed off, but it is in the shade Rescue. I'm also taking a Palladio Plump and Shine lip gloss, but I don't know the shade of this, but it's a lip gloss which kind of matches the Palladio lipstick perfectly. I then take my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray, which I used here for the first time, and I'm not really sure if I like it or not. Okay, so this is the final look. Really basic, really like warm eye, which is basically what I always do, but I am like going out with my boyfriend, and when I go out, I like to be more like neutral, warm toned, like kind of simple glam. This isn't simple at all, I know, but this is like my go-to. It's just any warm look really with kind of like a glitter lid. So today I did like a gold color, but I'll do usually like a burgundy glitter lid or anything really. Super glowy. I love being glowy. So thanks for anyone who's watching. I really appreciate it if anyone does ever click on my videos, but if not, it's fine, you know, doing my colorful looks. It's relaxing. So yeah, bye.